Today, I'm going to teach you how you can adopt a CEO mindset to scale your business.
CPTV, you an entrepreneur, I got what you need. CPTV.
Hey there, my loves. Welcome back to CPTV. I'm CP, and you are in the place for aspiring and growing entrepreneurs who want to turn those passions and ideas into businesses and those businesses into freedom. If that sounds good to you, then go ahead and subscribe because you have found a home. And every single Tuesday, I'm giving you the training on the step-by-step business processes and steps that you can implement immediately into your business and your life so that you can get to that level of entrepreneurial freedom that you so deserve and desire. So you heard me. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button and click that bell so you don't miss any of it. And of course, if you like it, then show me, smash that like button, and tell me what your favorite technology tool is that you're currently using in your business. I'd love to hear it. And I'll let you know what I think right back. We are approaching a new year, my loves. It's true. This is it. We are crossing over into the next chapter. And this time of year always makes me begin to kind of regroup and refocus my thoughts. And one of the most important steps in regrouping as an entrepreneur is, especially if you are just starting out in your journey, is mindset. Yes, mindset. You want to start your new year with the right mindset. It's so important. And sometimes as a small entrepreneur, or even as a new entrepreneur or newer entrepreneur, having the mindset to do this thing is so hard and difficult. So in celebration of our new year, I want to help you. I'm going to help you develop a CEO mindset because the reality is if you're a solo entrepreneur or a small business owner or a startup business owner, you have to act, walk, and talk like a CEO in order to make this go to the next level. And today, I'm going to teach you how you can adopt a CEO mindset to scale your business. So let's get to work. Step number 1, focus on results. Did you know that 80% of your results come from only 20% of your work? Do you know which of your daily activities make up that 20%? For a CEO, results are everything. CEOs are aware of which actions produce which benefits, which products produce which profits, and which marketing initiatives and strategies produce which customers. And they focus their energies there. A CEO doesn't waste time on activities that doesn't get results. They don't waste their time, their mind breath, their bandwidth, their energy, their intellectual property, or their money guessing, or focusing on how they feel about something, or the emotions of what they think. Like, that's going to get results. They focus on the numbers and on the truth, on the reality, and keeping it real about what gets those results. In order to do that, you have to pay attention to those results. I have spoken to you over and over again and trained you and preached to you and taught you so many times about how to keep track of your financials, how to keep track of those numbers so that you can see where you're making money, how to look at your social media and your marketing analytics in order to know where to focus your efforts and your attention, how to ask your customers and your ICAs what they need and what they want in order for you to develop your products and programs and pricing. That, my love, is the CEO mindset. That is how you make CEO money, okay? So that is critical in your adoption of that CEO mindset. Now, let's talk about step number 2. Now, step number 2, stop making excuses and letting other things derail you. Look, I get it. I do it too. I allow things that really don't serve me or my purpose or my goals to just throw me off from time to time. It's perfectly understandable, but it's not thinking like a CEO. There will always be things in life that will occur. There's never a perfect time to do everything. And if you keep trying to tell yourself that when this certain thing happens, then it'll be the right time, or when this certain thing stops happening, then it'll be the right time. Let me tell you, you'll never, ever, ever find the perfect time. And before you know it, you'll look up and you'll be even further away from your dreams and more depressed and more frustrated with yourself than ever. I mean, let me do this. Let me introduce Asher, all right? For those of you who've never met Asher because you're new to CPTV, let me tell you who Asher is.
Asher, as referred to in the Urban Dictionary as Asher syndrome, means the distinct inability to get your shit together.
You get it? It's time to get your shit together. It's time to stop making excuses and letting those excuses stop you and derail you. You have to learn as a CEO how to navigate and keep trudging forward regardless of the shit, because that shit becomes an excuse. It becomes something that you tell yourself is okay to let happen and is okay to stop you from moving forward. Everybody has stuff going on in their lives. Everybody has derailments. And the difference between you and the millionaire CEO is the mindset around how you handle those things. You can experience those things and keep telling yourself that those things are good enough reasons to just stop and to not do what you have to do, or you can recognize those things as what they are. Things that will pass ultimately. And when they do, you want to have made progress in your goals. Look, I've had some real serious things happen in my life. A lot of you may not know this, but just about 5 years ago now, really 5 years, I had an absolutely surprising and devastating cancer diagnosis. I was in the middle of transitioning my business to a brand new brand and developing this brand new brand and business and marketing strategy, implementing new stuff, new products. And honestly, from day to day, I didn't know what I was going to do. I was devastated. Don't get me wrong. When it all first started, I was definitely in an oh, woe is me mode. And I was scared as hell because I thought, this is it. This is the one thing that can happen to me that'll make me go back to working for someone else. I truly did. Not fulfilling my destiny ultimately. But I had to get my CEO mindset in order. I had to realize that when things get tough, you just gotta keep going and get tougher. As a matter of fact, and guess what? It passed. I finished my treatments and I became a survivor. And because I didn't use it as an excuse to just stop, I was still on target to get to my business goals. You have to go even harder than you've ever gone before when stuff happens. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? Are you listening? Are you? I know there are a ton of things that have happened to you that you have probably let become excuses to keep you from moving forward and being successful in your business. So in this new year, I need you to promise me, but more importantly, promise yourself that you are going to be a CEO and stop making the excuses to not have the success that you deserve. Step number 3, always try new things. You can think more like a CEO by constantly trying new things. Leaders of multi-billion-dollar companies are driven by insatiable curiosity. One great way to cultivate this is to try one new thing each day. Purposefully seek out new experiences and areas to learn about and to endeavor in. Even if they don't seem strictly related to your business, try them. Inspiration comes from so many places. 2 years ago, YouTube was something new for me to try. There were no guarantees that it was going to work or be successful. Actually, it was more likely that I was going to fail at this. But I did what I needed to do in order to give it my all and try it. And guess what? It's working. I love it. I have met so many amazing entrepreneurs. I have inspired so many of you. I've helped thousands of aspiring and growing entrepreneurs get to that next level. It's been so satisfying. And it's just the beginning. And I've added so many things that I'm going to try next year. I can't wait. Some won't work and some will exceed my expectations. You know how I know? Because this ain't my first rodeo, y'all. I've been doing this for a minute.
You act like I just got a minute. Been the number one diva in this game for a minute.
You know I'm Beehive, okay? I had to bring her in for the new year. Look, if you never try, you are guaranteed one thing: to never ever know if that idea would have even worked. You think that Bill Gates doesn't have hundreds of new things he's trying behind the scenes that none of us ever even see? You think that Jeff Bezos isn't constantly coming up with the next big Amazon takeover? If you do, you're not thinking like a CEO. And the fact is, in order to be one, you got to think like one. And that is facts. Step number 4, get out of your comfort zone. Human beings naturally fall into patterns, but these patterns can quickly turn into ruts. If you want to think like a CEO and get that mindset, you have to learn when to recognize when you're stuck and seek out new things. Never back down from a risk when there's great potential for reward. CEOs are fearless risk takers. We are, because we know that facing risk, whether you succeed or you fail, is a great learning experience. When I was finishing grad school, I decided to go overseas for the first time in my life, all by myself, and live and work there. I was terrified. A few months before I was going, I almost canceled the trip. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I had no idea where I was going, but I was supposed to be there for a 12-week experience that turned into a 2-year experience. I started my first business there. I learned so much about what I was actually capable of. I became a successful consultant for the first time, something that I had never even thought I could do or accomplish. It was literally the biggest risk I have ever taken at the time in my life. But that risk is what set the foundation for Cheryl C. Perez Brands. Yup, I got out of the comfort zone of my own country and my own culture, and it changed my life. It changed my children's lives, even some of your lives. Because had I not acted like a CEO and a she-boss, the one that I am, I wouldn't be here making this video for you right now, today. Step number 5, look at the big picture. As the leader of a business, a CEO has to always take the big picture view. This means looking at your company from the top down, truthfully, considering its place in the market from the top down, its history, and where the vision will take you into the future. The big picture view means not just looking at the next week or the next month, but the next year or 5 years or 10 years. As a CEO of your small business, you have to be the beacon that guides the ship to its destination. You can't get caught up in the minutia of the route, the waves that will come, or the storms that you may face. You must keep your eye on the prize. You can't sweat the small stuff. There will be several steps involved in getting you to your big picture. And if you don't keep your eye on that future, you will get bogged down, lose your motivation, and ultimately lose your availability to lead. You've got to focus on that big picture view. That, my love, is thinking like a CEO and not just a hobby haver, like some of us tend to do. And step number 6, think strategically. A successful CEO is never surprised by even the most sudden change in the market because they've thought about everything in advance and made a plan for it. Stay one step ahead of your competitors, my love, and market threats and opportunities by thinking about the possible outcomes and how you need to respond to each of those potential outcomes. Then, when it comes time to make a major decision, you can do it quickly and you can do it decisively. Look, CEOs have a plan, a real plan that is strategic. They aren't just walking around all willy-nilly, just doing random stuff for no reason at all right? CEOs, if you notice, everything that they do, that they say, that they agree to is because of something strategic. And the really good ones make you feel like it's not a strategy at all. But in reality, it is. I just recently finished my rant and jumped off my soapbox about creating a strategic growth plan for your business. And I'm going to go ahead and link to the first videos in that series right now because it is going to be exactly what I am teaching you about right now. How to create a growth strategy for your business is in all those videos. So look, if you are sitting there in your quiet time envisioning yourself as the CEO of a multi-million dollar business, then you have to focus on the strategy to create that $1 million business. It won't just happen, okay? It's not going to just fall into your lap and fall out the sky like rain. And if you're letting the stuff that's happening in your business guide you, then you're not being a CEO. You don't have the right mindset. CEOs guide the stuff, boo. They guide the stuff. No matter where you are in your business, start thinking like a CEO now, and you'll see your business grow and get closer to its goals. You've heard me say it before, I know. In order to really experience the fruits, you have to be able to visualize the tree. And if you want to be a real CEO and not just a solopreneur or a freelancer or somebody who kind of has all these gigs and is scraping money around on your own time and not really making a business, then you have to begin to develop the mindset that will make you a CEO. When I learned this very important mindset in my career, it changed the game, y'all. Changed the game. Look, we are a handful of days away from the new year. And I like to use New Year's Eve to eat a little, drink a little, but also reflect a lot. And that's my day to really meditate and decide what I want to do the first couple of days of my new year. And getting my mindset together never ever fails as a goal. So think about what I'm telling you. Which one of these steps or mindset traits are you going to begin to adopt? Which ones are you going to make sure that you are doing? Let me know in the comments below. And before you go, make sure that you subscribe. If you enjoyed this and you are feeling me, smash that like button, become a member of the CPTV fam in the new year, and have a wonderful and happy new year, my love. Until next time, stay safe. It is crazy out here right now. Bye-bye.